Hi everyone, welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Hope your start to the week's going well. It's lovely to see everybody here today. I am Sophia. I am a tarot reader with Cassandra. I have been working with Cassandra for around 2 years now, and today we're going to be doing some question answers. So you'll get the opportunity to ask some questions, and we'll give you some answers. The deck we're going to be using today is the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Stirl, which is one of my favorite decks to use. It's very sassy. Hi Jackie, hi Romandeep, lovely to have you here. Yeah, this deck is a little bit sassy and will take no prisoners. Hi Diane. Yeah, it'll take no prisoners. So just where it can be a little blunt and a little cutthroat, you will be read to filth, as I would like to say. So a little bit about me. I've been reading for 5 years, been doing it for about 2.5 years professionally, 2 years with Cassandra. Hi Lisa, hi Whitney, hi Jenny, lovely to have you here. And the way I read is a little bit different to the way a lot of other tarot readers read. So I'll talk you through the way I do it. So when you see me reading for people or for yourself, you'll see how things work a little bit better. So the way I read, I don't use spreads with reading. I am an intuitive tarot reader, so I also work with spirit guides at the same time. So I shuffle the deck for your question. Whatever cards fall out of the deck for that question are the cards that are meant for you. My guides will then tell me kind of which format to kind of like wiggle them around and for them to make sense, and then I'll get a deeper message from my guides prompted by the cards. So we won't be doing set, past, present, future spreads. We'll take your information, take your question, and then we will try and get you the most deep insight possible, and hopefully get you either some closure, some answers, some information. Try and put your mind at ease in any way we can through the medium of tarot today. Lovely to have you all here. Hi Claire, hi Destiny. Oh, thank you so much, Shay. So the questions will be picked at random. So we will be doing that today. You can ask questions on any subject matter. The only questions I will not answer for ethical and moral reasons. I will not read on people's deaths, be it your own death or anybody else's death, as in like future death rather than like someone who's already passed. And I will not answer medical questions, again, for ethical and moral reasons. If you have medical issues, please do first see a medical practitioner such as a doctor for any questions in that area. Anything else, I will try my very best to answer for you. Again, if it's something that is a little ethically ambiguous for me, I will not be able to answer that. Moises, as I've just said, as that is a medical related question, I will unfortunately not be able to answer that, and most of the tarot readers would not be able to answer that question, just because most of us we don't answer medical based questions, just because for moral and ethical reasons it's much better for you to seek a doctor than it is to come to a tarot reader. Just my glasses as the light is reflecting off them. There we go. Do I do yes or no questions? Jenny, I can, but it is, whenever I try and do yes or no questions, we always end up with deeper information anyway, because nothing in life generally is a yes or no answer. There is usually a caveat or a conditional or something like that. For example, questions I get asked a lot with regards to relationships, and people say, will this relationship succeed? And a lot of the time it is a yes, but only if you take steps X, Y, and Z to improve your relationship. Obviously, if you don't take steps X, Y, and Z, if you choose not to, because everybody has free will can change at any moment. That cannot be set in fate or stone or destiny or anything like that. If you choose not to take those actions, it is most likely that the relationship will fail. However, if you do take these steps, then it's very likely that relationship will succeed. So, as I say, it's yes or no. It's kind of a little redundant. It's much better to get a bigger outlook and a bigger overview and bigger overview of the question. The more information you have, the better you can do with it, as I like to say. Let's have a look. Oh, so our first question today is from Kelvin Ortiz. Hello, what is the future for me in my work? From Kelvin, who is a Scorpio. Okay, let's have a little gander for you, Kelvin. So as I say, I've just explained how I read is a little different from other people. So let me just shuffle the deck. Clear any old energy. What is the future for Kelvin in his work? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a mixture of information here for you, Kelvin. The Eight of Cups. So you will be leaving the current job you are working in. I know it's not making you 100% happy at this moment in time. You're feeling like your potential isn't being acknowledged by the people you're working with, and you don't feel like you can proceed very far. If you do proceed, it will be a struggle, and you are struggling at the moment. However, the new job that you go into is going to be so much better for you. Your potential is basically, you work as hard as you want to work, that's how fast you'll grow and how fast your career will progress there. You will go in kind of downhearted and kind of disillusioned a little bit because of everything you've been through in the current job you're in now, but this job is going to reinstill, especially your manager, the new management team that you're going to be working with, is going to reinstill your faith in people wanting to help you progress, help you push you forward, help you achieve the most that your potential can be. And also the teams you're going to be working with, the colleagues that are going to be surrounding you, are going to be really supportive network. They're going to be more like friends than just colleagues. So it's a lot of really beautiful energy here. Obviously, having to leave the current job you're in is kind of disappointing, but you are going from a bad situation into a really wonderful situation. So it is the best thing for you. I hope that answers your question, and I hope that's been helpful, and I hope that's given you, a bit of comfort. Ready for the next question? We have Beth. Will your ex come back to you and reach out soon and resume communication again, or should you move on? Awesome. Let's have a look for you. So I'll reset the deck and cleanse the energy from the old reading, and reset it ready for your energy, Beth. Okay. Will Beth and her ex reunite? Let's have a look. Let's see here. So a quick look for you. So we have Justice and we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of a tricky one. It's kind of a tricky one. There is potential, but the issue here is that it's really they're so career focused right now, they're so money focused, they are so focused on pushing themselves forward. It is unlikely that they're really going to have the time, the mental capacity anytime soon to reach out, to reconnect. Even if you did reconnect, even if you did get back in contact, their job is going to be the most important thing to them. You won't be, and they won't prioritize your relationship over their work. So really the best thing for you to do would be to move on, because you deserve better than that. You deserve a relationship where you are prioritized in some capacity and really appreciated, rather than being seen as an afterthought. I hope that's helpful, and we can have the next question. Lovely, Shay. Yes, so we so I also do tarot. When I do tarot in the other areas, we tend to do something called universe spaghetti. Now, why we call it universe spaghetti is that we ask the universe what you need to know most right now. We call it the spaghetti part because it usually opens a can of worms. So let's see, what does Shay need to know right now? Okay. Reach out. Honey, you are so afraid to ask for help from other people. You are terrified of asking for help for other people for the fear of being rebuffed, for the fear of being seen as a burden, for the fear of people seeing you as weak in a way. You're not weak for asking for help. Everybody needs help at some point or another. So you need to reach out and speak to people around you and ask your loved ones for that help. And especially, I feel like this is more financial help, more help in areas of the physical realm, physical matters, be it assistance in a practical matter, or I'm feeling it here more it's a financial need. If you are in need of some financial assistance, reach out, ask whichever areas you need to. Obviously, family and friends is great. Sometimes I can't afford it, but if you need to reach out and ask for bursaries or a loan or delays on payments, do that, because people are willing to help you and people do want to help you. And if we can have the next question. Lovely, Rachel. You'd like to know about career and love life, how to continue to be successful at work, and if I have a soulmate. So, Rachel, just so we can get through as many people as possible today, we will only be really doing one question per person. So here we will look at your career and we will ask how to be successful at work, or how to continue to be successful at work, because you're clearly already smashing it. So how can Rachel continue to be successful at work? Oh, honey, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're already doing so great. You're already doing amazingly. You already have got everything at your disposal. You know everything you need to know. You're already putting in the effort that you know you need to put in. Just be very, very aware of following procedures, practices, and dotting the T's and crossing the I's. Because as much as you work really, really well when you do things your way and kind of, you know, bend the rules a little bit, you will be penalized for that. Some people really don't like that, and as much as you get the job done, you get it done better than anybody else by doing it that way and doing it your way. Unfortunately, people will start to pick you apart for that and really kind of drag you down for that. So to ensure that you're going to keep flying forward and carry on being amazing and successful and a boss woman, just try and do things their way as much as possible, whilst also making sure that you're putting a bit of yourself in there. I hope that's helpful. And if we can have the next question, please. Vivian, you want to know about your career and love life. Okay, Vivian, lovely to have you here. As I said previously with Rachel, we are trying to get, you know, make it as fair as possible and get through as many people as we can today. So we will first off look at your career. We'll look at your career for you. What does Vivian need to know about her career? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Vivian, you really need to try and stop being so combative when it comes to issues at work. You can be very, very resistant to other people. You try and do everything your own way. You try and control everything. You try and do things exactly your way because that's what makes you feel most safe and most secure. And that's what makes you feel like, you know, you're doing your best. But you can't always have it your way, unfortunately. That's just the way the world works. And if people are telling you to do it one way, you do need to do it that way. Otherwise, it's going to end up biting you on the butt in the long run. And it's really going to hold you back. And the thing is, you have so much passion, you have so much energy, you have so much drive to move forward. But you just need to try and rein in that impulsiveness a little bit and rein in that need to constantly be the one in the driver's seat and doing things your way, and kind of, you know, take a passenger seat sometimes, like, right, okay, I'm going to help you along the road, but I'm going to do it your way. Otherwise, it could really take a turn for the worst, I'm sorry to say. But, you know, forewarned is forearmed. You take some of this information on board, and fingers crossed, you'll be flying ahead with no obstructions from your path. If we can have the next question, please. Universe spaghetti for Charlotte. We can, of course, do that for you, Angel. 1 serving of universe spaghetti coming up. So what does Charlotte need to know right now? Girl. Oh, okay. Oh, no, all of those need to come out. All of those need to come out. Okay, so, honey, you're going to get shouted at here. You are getting told off because you have been told by others and you have been dragged down and you've been told you're not good enough, you're not worthy, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you are a badass. You are a boss woman. You are incredible. You are the high priestess. You are this absolute abundance of potential and energy. You can achieve whatever the hell you want to achieve. Don't let people's previous opinions of you drag you down, and don't isolate yourself when you're feeling crap, because I know we all do it. I know sometimes we all withdraw into our little hole, hide away like little hermit crabs, like, no, I don't want to see the outside world. I can't cope right now. But the thing is, that's not going to help you in any way, shape or form. Striving to actually embrace things and make the changes you want to see will make the biggest difference in the world. That's going to make more difference than you could ever, you know, achieve by hiding away. If you hide away, you know, maybe things won't be bad. Yeah, maybe they won't be bad, but if you get out there and you actually take control of everything and make things your own, things are going to be incredible. Do not doubt your own potential, because you are awesome. You are amazing, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve. You just have to put your mind to it and let the naysayers be gone. Lions do not care for the opinion of sheep. Okay, Charlotte? Oh, and we're throwing the cards all over the floor. Well done. So if we can have the next question, please, while I quickly pick these up. This is a problem when you have lovely decks They tend to be very, very slippery and they try to run away. There we go. Oh, sorry about that, people. So, lovely Kendra. Thank you for asking your question, Kendra. Is your life's purpose to study psychology? We can, of course, look into that for you, darling. We'll give this a double knock just to knock out any energy that's picked up on the way down to the floor. So, is Kendra's life purpose to study psychology? I'm afraid it's not, sweetheart, which I know is disappointing because I know this is something that you really want to do and really feel you're called to. Studying psychology, the thing for you is to definitely be in that field, that area of things, but not directly studying psychology as in the more academic side. Where you need to be is looking at the more medical side. Your calling is to be a counsellor. You are to work with people with addiction and trauma. That is your calling. You are to work with people with addiction and trauma. That is where you're supposed to be. Obviously, psychology is a great way to get into that kind of field, but you're better going at it from a medical perspective rather than from a academic perspective. So if you can take a road that way, that'd be great. But yeah, here I'm seeing very much that you're supposed to be working with people with trauma and addiction and helping them work those things as a counsellor, therapist. I'm not sure where it works how it works in your country, but over here, psychology would be a separate degree to medical training to be a therapist or counsellor. I hope that's helpful. Can I please have the next question? And I'll try not to throw these on the floor next time. Akona, how is your future looking? We can certainly look into that for you. Now, I hope I said your name right. What's Akona's future looking like? Right, we only need the one card here. I know stuff has been tough. I know it's been hard. I know it's been a train wreck almost. I know it's been really dragging you down. Honey, things are changing very soon for the better. It has been tough. You have been battling and you have been trying so hard. And it's felt like a constant uphill struggle. But your luck is about to change. Things are going to improve for you and things are going to start getting better very, very soon. I'm hearing from January. January is when things are going to start going more uphill and things are going to start to improve. So I'm very glad to hear that for you because the energies here do feel like you've had a bit of a tough time and it is hard not knowing when that tough time is going to end. But yeah, things are going to get better, which I'm really glad to say. So if we can have the next question, please. Oh, Marquita, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me have a look into that for you. Let's see. Your husband ever leave the past behind? Let's see. Let's see here. So we have... I'm afraid, my dear, it doesn't look like your marriage will be improving or carrying on. I'm sorry to say. It does appear that you may, your marriage may end, and I'm really sorry to say that. We have the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, Judgment. Although, to caveat that, obviously, I think your marriage isn't going to carry on most likely in the future, but there is a silver lining to this. Obviously, it's never nice to hear that your marriage may not continue in the future. I know it's a very tough time for both of you at the moment, you more so. But the thing is, once you do part ways, things will get so much better for you and you will be a lot happier. There will be a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new people coming your way. Your life generally, not just within romance, but your life generally will take a turn for the better. So I know it's probably not the news you wanted to hear, and I'm sorry for that. But there is a much brighter future ahead for you. So I hope that helps. If we can have the next question, please. Tammy. Of course, Tammy. Let's take a quick gander into your love life. Let's see what might be on the horizon for you. What's coming for Tammy's love life? Okay. Whichever situation you're in right now, I've got the energy that you're not in a relationship, but you are possibly on the verge of seeing someone or entertaining the idea of seeing someone. You're essentially your next partner, your next possible romantic interaction, whether it's the person you're with now or you are single and there's someone upcoming. I'm afraid it's not going to end well. They are not a good person. They are not a great person. They are going to try and hurt you. The best thing you can do for you is be aware of this information, try and get out sooner rather than later. Yeah, I'm sorry it's not good news, but forewarned is forearmed, as I say. So fingers crossed you can make the best of your situation with that information. Alexa, stream time.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Apologies, the lighting decided to change because the sun's gone down, which is always helpful. Can we please have the next question? Will your ex reach out soon, communicate, or should I just move on? Okay, Moises, no problem. I can put my teeth in, look into that for you. Moises' ex reach out. There we go. I'm sorry to say that sadly, the relationship you and your ex had is over. There is no future for that relationship. They will reach out at some point, but it will just to have a conversation about practical matters rather than it be to reinitiate any kind of romance. But the thing is for you, this will be better for you in the long run with regards to learning how to be a better partner in the future and learning how to balance your priorities better in the future. You'll learn from the experience that you've had. So yeah, I'm sorry it's not good news, but you know, there is a brighter future for you. Can I please have the next question? Starboy Tarot, may I ask a question? What is my purpose for the rest of 21? Okay. Capricorn rising and moon, lovely. I'm a Cancer rising, so got a little bit in common there. Also Leo sun, so shout out any Leos in the chat because we all know how proud we all are of being Leos. Okay. Starboy, what is Starboy's purpose for the rest of 2021? There we go. Okay. Let's have a look here. You have got a friend that is going through a time with a partner where they may not necessarily be being the most honest with them or the most transparent with them. They are not giving them all the information or, you know, actually giving them any information really. They're not communicating, they're not telling them something, they are being quite deceitful. It is your job in this situation to help your friend uncover the truth of what's going on, and not just uncover it but support them through that time, because it's going to be quite tough. And of course it's going to be quite tough. It's never good finding out partners being unfaithful, being deceitful or lying, but having a good friend there to help them through that and to actually support them through that time is really crucial. So thank you for your question, Starboy. If we can have the next question, please. Okay, Jackie, a job about your card. Try that one again. A card, please, about your job and income in future. We can certainly look at that for you. What's coming for Jackie's job in the future? We've got a lot of big boss woman energy today, which is amazing. We love badass, divine, feminine energy. Okay, so the position you're in right now, the work you're in right now, you're going to try your hardest. It's not going to really amount to anything. You're not going to progress very far. However, if you take some steps to educate yourself in a different area or educate yourself further in the field that you're in, it's going to give you a lot more opportunity in that field with regards to being able to see other opportunities and seeing other possibilities and job opportunities in the bigger picture of the wider field that you're in. And once you do that, the sky's the limit, honey. Again, badass, divine, feminine energy. You've got it. You can do whatever you want to. You just need a couple of the skills and the tools from the academic side of things to say on paper that you've got this and you can do this, which you already can. We know this. To be able to take those jobs that are going to be paying you more, pushing you further, and, you know, being more fulfilling to your soul as well. And if we can have the next question, please. Astra, would like to change job and city, but you're afraid. You really need to change. And there's a guy which I like, but him and I never dated, got mixed signals if he has right intentions. Right, okay. What I'll focus on here for you then is about the guy, because we've got a lot of information being asked for here, which kind of a bit all mixed together. But we will ask for we'll ask about the guy and his intentions. Okay, so gentleman Astra is speaking with. What are his intentions? Okay, let's have a look for you. Let's have a look at these cards. He's lovely, don't get me wrong, but he is nowhere near ready to settle down at all in the slightest. He's looking for something fun, fancy-free, nothing too serious. And obviously, again, more amazing divine feminine energy. You are too much of a boss woman to deal with that childish rubbish. So nothing would come from the interactions with this person that you like, I'm afraid to say. But you wouldn't want it to, because you're too awesome for him as it is. So move to that new city, take that new job, spread your wings, see what else is out there for you. It's terrifying, but things that scare us are sometimes the best things for us. Okay, and if you can have the next question, please. Will love life with Henrik move forward? Of course, you can look into that, Kathy. Will Kathy's love life with Henrik move forward? We have got the same cards coming up here over and over and over again today, which is very interesting. I'm afraid to say it won't, which is unfortunate. There won't be anything moving forward for you. But in a way, that's a good thing, because you've spent a lot of time focused on relationships and focused on your bonds with other people, and not really focused on learning about yourself and your relationship with the world around you. You need to get out there and explore things. You know, delve in with your curiosity. Go be a bit more of a free spirit and have some fun. Have that hot girl summer. And find some balance between how you see yourself in a relationship and how you see yourself as a person, because I feel like you've had a lot of relationships, or many relationships in the amount of time that you've been old enough to date, and not really spent a lot of that time alone. And spending that time alone will help you grow a hell of a lot, and help you stop trying to be what others want you to be in future, and stay true to yourself. Obviously, a bit of compromise is always required in a relationship, but changing for somebody else is never good. And if you know yourself thoroughly, then you are way less likely to try and change for somebody else. If you could have the next question, please. Just gonna have a quick drink. Lovely to meet you, Zainab. Planning to go back to school, but I'm not sure what field to go into. I want to focus on one thing to become successful at. Okay. I mean, we'll certainly try for you to see what areas of study might be good for you. What areas of study would be good for Zainab to go into? Okay. Have a look here. Okay. So it's a bit of an odd one. Someone, when you were younger, gave you an idea of something you might like to pursue. However, you discredited that because of other people's opinions, and it was something that you felt more was a childhood dream, and you thought, no, I'll be practical. I'll move forward, and I'll be a bit more of a grown up, and I'll do something that's, you know, gonna get the money. But that's not what's going to make you happy. And funnily enough, this person from your past that told you this and kind of put this little idea and this dream into your head is still with you now and is still pushing you forward. And if you pursue this goal, you're going to be so unbelievably happy. Like, you are going to feel so content. It's going to be, yes, this is my calling, this is my purpose, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I know a lot of people have tried to control you and tell you what you need to do, where you need to do it, blah, 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 blah. And other people, but not just that, those people that have been trying to tell you what to do, they're not being honest with you. People want you to go down their path, and they're saying because it's the best thing for you, it's not, it's the best thing for them. It's what they want, not because you'll succeed really well at it for you, but because it will reflect well on them, and not just reflect well on them, but you may then, you know, give some of that financial reward to the people who've advised you to go down those paths. So yeah, if you can, that dream, it wouldn't be a big dream. It's not like being an astronaut or anything like that, But, you know, someone when you were younger put an idea into your head and you're like, yes, that's for me, that's what I want to do. And over the years you grow up, you become jaded by the world, you become jaded by other people's opinions. It's kind of left your path, but that's where you should be going. That's the direction you should be heading down. So it's not everybody else's opinion, follow your heart. Next question, please. Another Sophia. Sophia Llewellyn, a lovely Welsh name there as well. I just wanted to know if a new job will be best for me or should I play it safe for security? Stunning. Let's see for you. So, Sophia, what should they do with regards to their job? Leave it. Leave the job. Go for the new job. Obviously, security is great and all that, but you have the knowledge to go really freaking far. You have the knowledge to go really freaking far. And the skill, you badass. Once again, lots of badass women in this chat today. But yeah, you can go as far as you want to, but this job is going to hold you back a little bit. Obviously, you've got the security of it. However, security and stability isn't everything. It's not everything. As somebody who used to work in health and safety in an office and now does tarot readings for a living, I can tell you it's terrifying making the move, but I am so much happier now I'm doing something that I feel my heart is called to. Definitely, but not just that. When you make the move, you'll actually make a load of really good friendships and really good it's not friendships as in, you know, you'll invite them over for drinks on a Saturday night to your house or anything like that. It's more networking and connections that will further you in your career long term, rather than just being people you enjoy working with at the time. Okay, so if we can have the next question, please. Marianne, what do I see for you in the future? Okay, let's see. This is kind of a universe spaghetti one, just a little less vague. What do we see for Marianne in the future? Good things. Let me just clarify. Okay. I'll say stop worrying. As someone who's had anxiety, I know how freaking hard that is to do. Try to stop worrying about things. Try to stop worrying about the opinions of the structures around you. I feel like there is a religious element here, whether it's people who are in a church with you or in some kind of spiritual connection with you. Stop worrying about those people's opinions, because the more you try and conform yourself to their opinions, the more it's going to get to you, and the more worried you're going to be about constantly keeping up appearances. That's one element of it. But the more you do this, the happier you're going to be. There's a lot of happiness coming your way and a lot of peace coming your way is the word I'm hearing more than anything, because I know it's been a tumultuous time, and happiness is all well and good, but peace, not just for your general surroundings, your day-to-day life, but for your soul and your heart and your mind is coming, which is really, really nice to hear, because I feel like there's been a lot of scattered, chaotic energy surrounding you, and you felt kind of lost a little bit in a hurricane internally, not literally. We're not talking like a Dorothy Wizard of Oz kind of thing here, but yeah, it's going to be real nice for you, so that's good to hear. If I could have the next card, please. Next question even. Okay, Sultani, what's next for your love? Let's see. What's next for Sultani's love life? Oh, hello. Quite a few cards here. Let's just see which ones have energy in them. Okay, for instance, that's straight away. Okay, so we've got some similar advice that we had earlier, which I know is frustrating when you're asking about love or what's coming for love. But I did mention earlier, these cards will read you to filth. This deck is very, very much a tell it how it is kind of deck. It doesn't pull any punches. To get on the right path to finding true happiness and real balanced and deep, equal and emotional love, you need to first focus on you. You've been doing so well with that, and you really are on the path to being fully independent of other people's opinions and thoughts on yourself, and really true to your own spirit. But you do still have a little more work to do on that, until you can find that inner peace, that makes you really feel like, right, I know what I want, not just from myself, but from a partner, what I'm willing to accept, what standards I'm holding for myself and for my partner, so that you can have the happiest and healthiest relationship long term. Because I feel like you've had some toxic interactions in the past with other romances, and this journey of self-discovery that you've been on and are still on, the more you focus on that and the less you focus on the love that's possibly coming to you, the faster and more healthy the love that is destined for you will be on its way. And I hate those vague answers. I know they're annoying. They annoy me as well, because all I want to do is say, right, it'll be this guy, you'll meet him here, this is his age, this is his name, be here at this time, and you'll live happily ever after and have 10 kids. Like, that's all I want to give to you. But it's so frustrating, but that's what you need to hear right now to make sure that you have the happiest and healthiest relationships in your future. Can I please have the next question? Lovely to meet you, Leah. Your ex-boyfriend Sam is now engaged. I think I've lost it forever. I want to know, does he still think of me? And if so, what's his feelings about me now that I've moved away? Okay, sure. Let's have a look for you, Leah. What does Sam think of Leah? Okay. Let's have a little look for you. Let's have a little look. Okay. I'm sorry to say, Leah, that unfortunately he doesn't really think of you at all anymore. Obviously, in passing, when thinking of exes, we all, no matter how happy we are, we all have the occasional memory or whatever. But he is very, very happy in his new relationship. He is very content. He's on a new path, a new journey, and he's really he's changed quite a lot as a person since you were together. And unfortunately, he won't be returning to you anytime soon. He is very happy with his fiance, and he's looking forward to the future and the possibilities of the future rather than looking behind. Sorry to say. So we can please have the next question. Spaghetti card, please. All right, Dan, we can certainly do that. Let's open that can of worms for you. What does the universe need Diane to know? Wow, okay, that came out lickety split. It's like, okay, excuse me, shut up, I've got something to say. Okay, that guy, you've been having a little bit of a not exactly an argument or a falling out or anything even close to that, but a slight little kink in the works of a friendship that's been, you weren't in the wrong at all, you weren't in the wrong the slightest. Somebody's taken something you've said out of context slightly, and they've held a little bit of a grudge about it, and they've not said anything. It's not been a massive kick off or an argument, but you've definitely sensed a change in their demeanor and in their nature. Someone that is close to them is going to give their head a wobble, tell them you've been dumb. You've misinterpreted that, you've taken that the wrong way, you're holding that against someone when she's done nothing wrong, and it's all going to come your way, and the friendship is going to be a lot smoother from now on, and they're also actually going to apologize, which is great. They're going to swallow the pride and go, you know what, I screwed up, my bad, I was dwelling on this, it was a little bit petty, I apologize. It's always nice to get an apology when you know you've not been in the wrong. So if we can have the next question, please. Tori, lovely to meet you, Tori. You're starting in a business and running into problems. Do I stick with this site or move on? Gorgeous. We can certainly look into that for you, Tori. What should Tori do with regards to her business? Excuse me, do you want to sit in that? Thank you. I've only got really small hands. It's sometimes hard to grip the deck. And then they shift and they're like, no, we want to get out of here. And I'm like, stay in line so I can shuffle. Thank you. I'm sorry, but it's really clear that you should move on and leave the site that you're with behind. There are going to be a lot of problems with the site you're with. There are other options with regards to the same line of work or the same field or area as the website that you're with at the moment that you should definitely be looking into. However, don't stick with the one you're with now, because it's just going to cause you more and more problems, I'm sorry to say. If I could please have the next question. Helen, you want to know if your friend who blocked you will unblock you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I can certainly look into that for you. It's always gross when like someone you're close with blocks you out of the blue and like essentially ghosts you with no explanation, rhyme or reason. It's really hard to get closure on the situation. Okay, will husband unblock her? Okay. Yes, they are going to unblock you, and you'll have the opportunity to reconnect, reunite, and actually they won't want to talk through why they blocked you, which is kind of childish and kind of petty and not really healthy for a friendship to move forward. They will just want to go, let's put the past in the past and move forward. It's not really great. It's not really the best way to resolve anything. But, you know, if you are willing to move forward in that way, there is the possibility to do so. I personally would like to be like, excuse me, what's going on? What happened? What's the crack? But yeah, there is a possibility there. So we'll have the last question now, and we'll see who we have for our very last question of today. It's been wonderful spending time with all of you. It's been absolutely fantastic being able to read for all of you, and I've really enjoyed this today. Some excellent questions. There's been some wonderful energy from everyone and for everyone. Vanessa, you'd like to know about your love life. Does this include your ex, or is it time to move on? Certainly. Let's have a gander, Vanessa. You've got lovely eyes, by the way, Vanessa. Very pretty. What should Vanessa do with regards to her ex? Okay, well, something's like, hello, me. Yes, I'm here for you. Where have you gone? This is the only problem with the method that I use with regards to just shuffling and letting things fly out. They really do like to fly out. There we go. Let's get some clarification. Should be 100% certain there. Clarify the start, please. There we go. Okay, you're giving me a lot of clarification there. It's not saying about your ex. This is saying about your future. This is very much saying about your future and what's to come. Because this card is, it's a bit like, that's not really a yes or no with regards to moving on or giving any clear direction with regards to like what you should do. It's kind of like, okay. But what's gorgeous is that we have this. So the rose I'm not saying you completely looking through rose-tinted glasses because you're aware that there were bad things and problems and whatnot, but you are kind of forgetting a little bit or under the illusion that things were a lot better than they were, and they weren't. You deserve a hell of a lot better. You deserve someone that actually communicates with you effectively and actually tells you what's going on, and really is open and honest with you, because a lot of the times your ex wasn't, and you don't deserve that kind of deception. And it wasn't even deception, like active deception, but they definitely held things back from you, and that wasn't fair, because that caused a lot of mistrust in the relationship, and then you were made out to look like the crazy one, and that's not the case. But you have got your next relationship, honey. You are going to feel so goddamn calm and safe and happy and loved, that as soon as you are willing to let go of your ex, because that's the thing, as much as it's hard to move on, you're like, okay, I want to move on, I want to find another relationship. Thing is, a lot of the time, until we've mentally and emotionally put that person in our past and really let go of them and healed from the pain they cause us, we're not going to find another healthy relationship, because we're too damaged to. And I don't mean damaged in a bad way or saying that you're damaged, but we're not healthy enough within ourselves to be able to get into a healthy and peaceful relationship. So you do have something really great coming for you. It's going to be really beautiful, but you need to work on letting go of that pain and hurt, healing those wounds, letting go of the hurt and leaving your ex in the past, because you deserve to be happy. You deserve an endless supply of love. So try your best to let yourself accept that. Well, that was the last question for today. Thank you so much for everyone who's come by and spent some time with us and had a reading. It's been amazing to read for you all. If you do want a private reading with me, please head over to the Cassandra site, where I am available most days. And if I'm unavailable, you can always just click that little notify me button, and then when I come online, I will be able to do a reading for you. I've been Amber Sophia, and this has been live stream for Cassandra for With Tarot. I wish you all a beautiful rest of your week. Take many blessings along with all of you. Take all that wonderful energy, and have a stunning day. Thank you. Much love and blessings to all of you. Goodbye for now.